Hello and welcome to SGS Battlefield Way. This tutorial will aim to teach you about the basics of land movement. As you can see, we have our communist forces over here to the northwest of Hue, and within this stack over here you can see we have a number of forces. Now I'm going to concentrate on this unit over here, and as you can see these plucky fellows over here then have a land factor, as you can see here, attack of 12 and defense of 14, quite high actually. And as you can see here they have movement points remaining and their maximum. Now notice that this 7 here is green. This indicates that there is a boost here. If you go ahead and press onto this button here, display unit modifiers, you can go ahead and see that. Do ignore this over here. I am of course using the developmental build, so some things like this will not be present in the game when you have it yourself. But as you can see here, we have a movement point boost there thanks to this unit over here. So this is the battalion command element. Essentially there's a number of units that can actually influence and increase the movement point allowance of other units. But what we're going to go ahead and do then is we're going to take this unit over here. So what we're going to do is separate it out by pressing this over here to create a new stack. And as you can see, we have this unit. If we go ahead and look at the terrain around, currently we're within a cemeteries region. As you can see here, we have a movement cost of 2. And over here we have additional cemeteries, which is movement cost of 2. Moving then to 728, 237, we have villages and hedgerows, and as you can see here, movement cost of 2 once again. So as we continue there, moving still 2, and then moving up over here then into the urban and the wooded areas, you can see here the movement cost is 3. Within the city itself, we have urban, and within the Imperial Palace over here, you can see that we have a movement cost of 2, but there's a number of other factors. So these are important factors to take into consideration when playing the game. So what I'm going to go ahead and do then is I can either left mouse click and hold, and this will show me the areas that this unit can move. You can see, for example, I can move like this, but I can't move here. As you can see, if we move into this hex, because we have a road, which is important to bear in mind, that would only cost me 0.5. If I move over here, this would be 2. If I move over here, this would be 2. Now, roads are very important for this very reason alone, is that they allow you to really move at speed. So use roads where you're able to and make the most of them. If I take a look then and drag and drop this way, you can see I could move into this position here at the cost of 5. You can see how the cost is worked out there. And again, you can see here we have the +1 for crossing a small river, and then we have +2 for moving through this grid and into this grid. Now if we go ahead and move over this way to Anvan, you can see that will cost us 1.5 movement, and we still have 7, but once we are locked into battle we'll not be able to move any further than that. Another way to move is if you right click on the unit, you can see here where it can move. Green represents all the areas that it can actually reach within its movement allowance. The orange areas over here represent areas that it can reach, but it would be engaged in battle. So if I go ahead and left click, you can see here they will be moved forward and engage in battle. If I go ahead and select the stack, I can go ahead and do the same, and they'll move forward and engage in battle. If I take this stack, you can see that they can move pretty significantly far, and that's due to having the 10 movement allowance. So what I'm going to go ahead and do then is have them move down the road over here, really far towards the bridge over here. Thank you, and goodbye.